The Comedy Store would like you to know that the views and opinions expressed on this podcast are strictly those of the speakers or authors and do not necessarily reflect or represent the views and opinions held by the Comedy Store and its affiliates.
Welcome to the world-famous Comedy Store podcast. This is Dan in the morning, and with me as always is Chuckle Girl, Eleanor Kerrigan. We're the #1 syndicated radio show in Bettendorf, Iowa. So if you're out in Bettendorf, stop by Bishop's Restaurant and get a piece of pie.
Pie.
We're Comedy Store podcasting,
Hey, guys.
man. We got
What's happening?
I'll take a slice of cream pie.
We'll get it in the face. I'm sorry.
We'll cream pie all over you.
Yeah.
Steve's face was great. Simone, wait
You
a
mean
minute.
Boston cream pie? Key lime cream pie?
I honestly, my first thought was the House of Pies, and I'm like, it is cheat day, so I'll be seeing
is
you nerds.
today cheat day?
Yeah.
Okay,
If I
Saturday.
go to church on Saturday, I started early.
Oh, so
you.
5
So
o'clock
you-
mass is your time it starts.
Left right after communion and choked down a chicken cheesesteak, standing up in my kitchen.
Move it, Father. Move it along.
Breathing through my nose like Tony
Save that
Soprano.
wine. I'm going to have extra gravy with dinner tonight.
Bring a French dip up to the communion altar. I can't even remember what it was.
Altar.
Worst altar boy ever.
You were an altar boy?
I had to, yeah.
I could probably
Were
challenge
you
you on
too?
that. Yeah, of course. Me
I
and my
just-
brother were.
Oh, your brother took it a little
that's
too
a-
far.
He used
Yeah.
to give
Tale
the
of two
tip money
cities.
back for weddings. You know, did you ever do weddings? Did you ever get tips?
Yeah.
You think they invited me to ceremonies? I was like we got a Saturday 5 o'clock spot that we need to fill. Colin Ingraham, he's a fucking loser.
Whoa.
But you did it, though, right?
Yeah,
I
I
used
had
to get
to.
my ass out of the pool because you knew you were going to get $20 cash
See,
minimum.
I never got paid any money.
Wow.
Really?
Yep.
They used to
Long
tip, and then my
Island's-
brother would give the tip back.
Never saw any
And I was like,
priest
you
He's a good
fucking
guy.
idiot.
Never saw
He's
anything.
not an effing idiot. He's going to be our pope someday.
Yeah, I mean, I
that'd be
legitimately
great.
had to actually just steal money out of the
That's
the
another way to do it.
donation.
Okay. Is that where
Steve,
it started,
I
the
don't
thievery?
believe in God, so don't worry. There will
I
be
used
no
to-
punishment
if
for
they
me.
gave me the noon
this
mass
side
on
of the
Sunday.
table.
I used to listen to the Giants pregame, listen while the Walkman.
Probably
the
you
ones that
and the
can crack,
priest
you
at the
crack
same
off.
time.
I ran it up my thing, and I would just
No,
sit
you
there like this. I
didn't.
swear to God, just sit there like on my side, listen
When-
to the Giants pregame.
When he said he was leaving for to cheat and choke on a chicken cheesesteak, that's people used to leave for the games. You were leaving for cheat day. That's why
Yeah.
I said, in my heart, I was like, "Aw."
Although I do leave for Philly, I just did Philly a couple weeks ago. I make sure I get there in time to get to Reading Terminal Market
Oh, it's
to
so
make
good.
sure that
The
I can
Knicks?
crush to the Knicks and then over
The
to
Knicks
the.
is one of the greatest things ever.
Yeah, it is.
I hit that.
I
for-
hate that it's
Termini's.
not on
I've hit that
Pretty
before
good, too.
noon. Before
Yeah.
noon, but like when they're
boy.
still like just taking the signs out,
yeah.
the signs up. I'm like, you guys ready to go? Or is shit
got the
hot?
broccoli
Yeah, I don't know.
raw
Like, I mean, I know I'm
ready,
first
or-
online. I don't see much of a line forming, but I'll start one if you need me to.
You fucking
Have you
East
ever been to
Coasters.
Philly?
I have no idea what you
I've-
guys are talking about.
It's so good.
I don't want to go to any city where I've seen Richie Taylor pose for photographs.
Wait a minute. He came out
That was Pittsburgh.
when he was introduced. When they were introduced, him and his wife. Remember when
I've
they
seen
came
He had
in?
a Rocky.
The Rocky,
The Rocky
theme.
thing. Weren't we
Yeah.
all there? Were you there?
I wasn't
One
there.
of the best
No.
weddings of
I
all
was
You were
time.
I was
there.
too new.
You
I
were
didn't get
there.
invited.
I was there. Yeah,
I was
We all
walking-
got fried.
Fat James
we
in
got
the purple
sunburnt.
suit.
And
The guy at the bar, it was all outdoors, and Richie just soaks the sun in, his melatonin just soaks
Yeah.
it up. Everyone on this side of the
Just
family,
more
olivey by
Rick
the second.
Ramos, they all just
Oh, they're getting browner and browner.
Hawk.
They're half deported.
with his jungle skin, just
Yeah.
soaking in all the sun.
I
And
was
me, Eleanor, Simone, all of us we're
Boiling,
like, why do they have
blistering.
all this stupid sunscreen at the bar? We just want more booze. We got back to the Comedy Store. We looked fucking.
We were
people didn't.
fried.
That's where I was.
Avoided
To
eye
save
contact.
Larry the Lobster. Remember that SNL sketch?
I was parking cars at the Comedy Store that night.
Oh, I'm
which
sorry.
That's all right. I didn't know anyone well enough to be invited, but
Yeah.
I just remember everyone showing up and no one should have been driving cars.
You guys know
No.
Richie was my roommate, right?
Yeah,
Like in
when
the,
you first
when
got
we
here,
first
right?
moved
Yeah.
here.
You were the-
Me,
Have you
him-
written that as a TV show?
No, me, him, and Mario.
and you never fucked him,
Wait a
right?
minute.
No, I was with Mario. I
That was one
moved
of the
down here
Marios.
with my boyfriend.
Were you there when he got hit by the car?
I wasn't there.
that where were you
but
living with him then?
We weren't living together
Okay.
at that point. He was
Yeah.
just. That's why they have that crosswalk outside of.
On Sunset,
Where
he
is
got
it?
hit
The
by a
Rocks?
car.
Jesus.
Who got
Yeah,
hit?
It used to be
Richie.
the Roxbury. What's it called now?
Pink
Pink Taco.
Pink
There you
Taco,
go,
yeah.
Wherever
Richie
JD
got hit there.
Slammed, shattered
really
his knee,
bad,
right?
really bad.
This is
he was
different
in-
than when he got hit on the motorcycle.
Yeah, different
Yes.
time.
Oh my
But I thought
God.
that time, because that was before I knew him. That's when
Yeah.
I thought you would live with him.
We weren't living together.
Is that when you were dating Don Barris?
Definitely not
Ari.
dating.
Dating
Okay.
Ari.
Not
Shafir.
Ari. I wasn't dating. I never dated
Oh, you were
Ari.
dating Ari
God
then.
damn
Which one took pictures of you in the tree?
Don Barris.
Don Barris, okay.
that
That was
was
his first date. He's made her go into a tree and take pictures of her. What a normal first date that is, right?
I mean, for Don, that's probably the
Yeah.
most
He
normal.
was. I was part of
Take
the
it to
Ding
the
Dong
zoo.
show for a little
Retards
bit.
love the zoo.
I
Should have broke your thumb. I should have broke your thumb.
Take it to the tree, Don.
Rock.
I
Some
remember.
people just hate.
I remember because I partook in the Ding Dong show. I remember you being in there as the
Just
dumb
because-
waitress.
Yeah, I was the dumb waitress,
Yeah.
and then it became Perry was like, "You'll never get her," and so it became a thing. Like we had to make like we were on a date.
Sure.
So he took all these pictures.
Yeah, it's important.
He still had hair. He was so cute. We were so fun.
Yeah, he.
We were doing the what do you call it? The public access show. Jimmy Kimmel was on it, and
Mm-hmm.
Don Barris. It was awful, and they made me call Perry as like a casting agent.
Oh God.
And because he didn't show up for something,
He
we
was
were
out.
like, I was yelling at him. I'm like, you'll never work in this town again. And Kimmel is just going, more. And I'm hearing him cry. That means everything to me. And my heart is just ripping in half. And I'm like, oh my God, I can't do this.
He fucked up.
He cried the whole time. And Kimmel's like, yes. do it." And Don Barris, in my head, they looked like two little devils dancing around me. And I was just doing
No
everything.
angels.
they
Let me guess.
said.
Was Don wearing shorts?
You remember Sheezer booked us on a sweet gig at UCLA fraternity, and
Did you have to perform on tables?
Don came too. Did
Don came with Perry. And
he made him stand in a bucket,
He
right?
made him stand
in
in
a
a-
garbage pail.
He made him put a trash can on his head for like. So Sheezer was cooking at a frat at UCLA.
Basically,
Okay.
you guys got to get down here
Dude,
and perform.
I convinced
Pretty
these
much.
guys to put on a comedy show.
$200 or whatever it was.
Yeah, and it was like
That's good.
They brought in recruits. It was recruit day.
Yeah, it was like pledges.
So they had these
Nice.
pledges there, and he got me and Rannazzisi, and then he had Don Barris with Perry to headline. Windy City Heat was out, I think, but
Do you remember rehearsal? We rehearsed, or like
You
we
had
got there,
rehearsal?
like we got there early.
Yeah.
Like he was telling Don was flipping out, telling like where the stage
that's what we're gonna
was.
do. Yeah. Well, how do we? Well, basically just on the bricks over there. And so Don just makes Perry stand. We're gonna do a big reveal, Perry. So
Yeah.
we're gonna put this trash can over you and just do
Oh
not
my.
move.
Do not move.
And so all
The
these
whole show.
all these frat guys for like an hour, just like, why is there a guy standing?
Didn't we
up?
all perform with Perry still standing there?
Yeah,
under the
I'm standing next to the stage. And then he finally gets met. Don's like, okay, that's the show, everyone. Nothing else to see. Never mentions Perry. And so, like, for 2 minutes, we're all just standing there laughing. And Perry finally takes the trash can off. And he's like, what am I under here for? And Rannazzisi just drills him in the head with a basketball.
Oh my God.
For that.
Steve.
Yeah. And
For
he got
that.
so mad. And Don's like, Perry, why didn't you say something? He was like, you told me not to say anything.
I was like, don't. You weren't supposed to take the
Why
bucket
did you
off your
say
head.
something?
And then all the college kids were like, who the fuck is that guy? He has no idea who he was. It was beautiful.
Why didn't you say
I
something?
just love. Why didn't you say something?
Should have said something, Perry.
Oh,
You were standing under that bucket
that
the
is
whole time.
It seemed
biggest
like it.
mind fuck there
Yeah.
is. That is so awful.
I mean, it was like those big garbage. So you could see
It
like
was like the
his
55
his,
gallon
like,
trash
from like
He looked
4
like
inches
Mushmouth
above his
from
knees,
Fat
and then
with that thing over
yeah,
there.
4 inches above his knees, and then just his feet down there. But like you would sway from side to side.
I would pay $1 million to see that tape.
It was pretty amusing.
I
And
mean,
that-
I'm sure Shees didn't film it, but
oh, basically, didn't have
much.
time. I was too busy smoking out of the chicken bone. One of the other cooks was this. I think he was. I don't think he was Jamaican, but he was from some Caribbean country. This black
those-
dude with long dreadlocks,
Okay.
and he would only smoke pot out of an actual chicken bone.
that's amazing.
You want to hit up the chicken bone? I'd be like, I have a fucking pipe. Why
Like
would I hit up
what's
a-
his name from fucking Major League?
Pedro Serrano?
Yeah, Pedro Serrano. Fuck
right.
you, Jabu.
I forgot about that.
By the way, we have Steve Rannazzisi and Steve
Oh my
Simeone
God!
with us.
Yeah,
that's
so
right.
we got to do last names because they're going to get confused.
This one's Rannazzisi.
And that's Steve Simeone.
The one with cum in his mouth.
Since we're all talking about really mean stuff, Simone has dropped silent like you guys
Just
are all
drinking
terrible
whiskey.
people.
Steve is
myself.
saying the rosary for us while we're doing
All
this
internally.
podcast.
Yep.
Yeah, no, Steve's a good one. Simone is a good guy.
Yeah.
The rest of us aren't.
Animals.
We are animals. Steve Rannazzisi, do you go to church? Mm-hmm. Oh, good.
Here and there. Not
Okay.
every week. I'm not.
Just
yeah.
high holiday.
You got your
or-
brother's a priest. You don't. I mean, you could.
Yeah,
you
like
could
I
just
went
float by, right?
a couple times. That's what I'm hoping.
It's like a free pass.
I'm just hoping I'm on some sort of guest list.
Yeah, friends and family.
Have
Yeah.
you-
You're a +1.
friends
Yeah,
and
I mean, he's on my
family.
Netflix account.
Yeah. Friends
What's
and
fair
fam-
is fair.
Yeah.
What's
Netflix,
right is
Hulu,
right.
and HBO
Well,
Go.
so-
That doesn't get me into heaven.
I got to be honest, Steve. There's some strikes on the record here.
Yeah, well, you know what's
However-
not a strike? Your name under my account for Netflix for fucking 15 years.
He's in. Go ahead and let him in.
Where does he?
He's on Long
However
Island,
the
yeah,
word-
where he priested up on Long Island. So
Oh, he's in Long Island.
Yeah, he's on
Oh my
Long
God,
Island
your
now.
mother must.
Does he
be
know the
floating.
mooch?
she's loving. No, she doesn't. He doesn't know Scaramucci.
God damn.
Scared the mooch.
The mooch.
The fucking mooch, man. It was the best.
The mooch
It was
is
the best.
He
loose.
was the best.
It was the
like
best
a
11
8
days.
Seconds of thunder.
Yeah, man. He was.
Tracy turned to
the
me.
Worst
We were in New
worst.
York, and she's
Say?
like, "Are we related to that guy?" Because he was on TV. The sound was off, and I go, "I certainly don't. I hope not. But let me turn the volume up." And then she goes, "We're listening to him," and then they're playing that whole like Steve Bannon should suck his own
Yeah.
cock thing, and she goes,
That's it. That's
she
what I
goes,
was-
is this a sketch? Is this like, are
Yeah.
they just back
This
there like,
SNL?
send this guy out there and see if anyone buys it? We'll just send him out. We'll see how long people buy this guy for.
He was
I
amazing.
feel like that's what Trump's doing. He's like, "What? Look what I can do."
21 days. I think it
Watch
was
this-
21
11.
days. 11 days.
11 days. And
Byrne had a great tweet. He's like, Tom Brady spent more time in the White House than Scaramucci.
the mooch was spectacular. And, I mean,
Yeah, he is from
He
Long
did-
Island, though.
he
That's
did
like
some
the
good
worst
work.
of our people.
There's
he got
so many
he got
bad Long Islanders.
Like, this is like the guy that's supposed to work in the White House. And he says this guy can suck his own cock on like day one. Like that's like his first press
I feel
conference.
like that was his right out of the gate, right?
Like that's
'Cause
something
that was
my
a-
dad would say if you asked my dad, like, is he a good dude? Like that guy, that guy could suck his own cock. Like that would be like a reference that my father would make. Not
Your dad's
the guy
the best.
who's
The
supposed to be.
absolute best.
He,
Yeah.
I mean, he got two people that Trump wanted out to resign. So I feel like maybe the mooch just was supposed to come in.
He was just a
hitman, take two
So
out.
he was a
and then-
his
hitman.
personality
Nice.
napalm just to go in there and clean it all out.
Yep.
Clean out the whole fucking thing, and that's it.
Mooch, you're going to be tremendous for a week and a half. I need you.
Poor
Rick's-
Mario Cantone. He had such a good thing going for 11 days. He was really funny on that show.
Oh, yeah.
For 11 days, and now
What
it's gone.
show? Wait, where did he do his?
On that president show on Anthony and Tom. I can't say his last name.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
I feel like an idiot.
That's the
that I-
Comedy Central thing?
Yeah.
I saw one funny skit on it. The rest of it's just as boring.
Not
as
Mario?
can
I
be.
just saw the
wasn't funny?
the Cantone thing, and he was good.
I just saw the one where the guy's doing Trump and the truck rolls down the street and he runs. It's allegedly improv, but he runs out. He's like,
Allegedly.
I'm gonna make the truck honk its horn, and then he just goes this long rant about, I wish I was driving that truck. I'd drive it right down all the way to the harbor, into the harbor. Slowly the water would fill the truck, fill my lungs, and finally I'd be at peace. Just like,
Melania.
what?
He's on vacation right now. Leave the guy alone.
He is on vacation.
No, it's not vacation. He tweeted about it, guys.
Whatever it
Oh.
is.
They're doing
Putin's on vacation.
they're doing
You see that guy
construction at the
dive
White
into
House.
the water and pull fish out.
Spearfishing,
They got
dude.
it, dude. He's like Kim
He's a
Jong Un.
king.
They love him.
Jono.
Dude,
They do. He's like he really
Putin
does
is the
it.
greatest man that ever lived.
His GoPro guy is top notch. He's always with him.
GoPro.
They got
guy.
him diving into the water and like grabbing a fish with his bare hands and like pulling it out, and like 30 seconds later he's shirtless. It's a 2.5 hour video,
Dude,
by
he's
the way,
on
if you
a-
want to watch the whole thing.
He's on a pontoon boat.
Yep.
He's shirtless, hot enough to be shirtless.
I didn't,
still
even know
wearing
I didn't even know there was
cargo
water
pants.
in fucking Russia.
That's
Yeah.
hilarious.
I thought it was like
Maybe he
Sochi was
left
like the
Russia.
beach city where
Yeah.
they decided to have the Winter Olympics for some reason,
Yeah,
and the
don't
rest
worry about that.
was just fucking frozen
worry
land.
Yeah, they had the Winter Olympics there because they figured they could build a mountain of dead dogs large enough to do a ski jump. That's
Oh.
Yeah. By the
That's
way,
what I think was
the
going on.
Olympics are here in 11 years. You guys ready for that?
I'm ready to.
I'm
ready to
already
go out
The
of
moving
town.
world's still here.
I'm ready to go out of town for a month.
I think I will too.
That's
If
gonna be
who's
the plan.
still here?
The world.
Oh,
11 years. Who knows? That's a
my
lot of
head
time.
on.
Yeah, you want to hear the Olympics in 11 years in America?
Wait a minute. Donald.
I don't go for
China.
that shit, man.
That's all we're going to be speaking is Chinese.
That's not what
When
my
I-
dad says.
When I quit,
Once they go, we want our money.
I'll put my
when I,
fatigues back on, girl.
when I
Don't
quit
get me in there.
smoking pot, I had like really weird dreams for a while. Like I didn't have a dream for the 10 years that I was
Yep.
smoking pot.
Wow.
And so I quit smoking, and then for like a week I had these fucking just
Lucid dreams. I
yeah,
had them
very
too.
bizarre. And the one reoccurring dream I kept having was that I was just working in a fucking cubicle at some Russian office. It was just me sitting there, no idea what I was supposed to be doing. All these people talking Russian in the cubicles around me. And then Poots, that's what I call him because we're
Poots,
close.
you guys are tight.
Then Poots walks up and hands me a gun and just sets someone down on their knees, and I just had to execute them.
You
and
were
then,
seeing the future.
Oh, my
And then they
God.
leave, and then I just have to
See,
go
how
back
did you
to
not
sitting
start
there.
smoking pot the next day? I had to stop smoking to get my life insurance test, right?
I was so
for like
excited.
after like 3 days, 4 days, your brain's like, wait a second, we're supposed to start dreaming again, and
Yeah.
then it goes start, and it comes in, and I was with Justin on the road, my agent, and we were talking about. It wasn't Kelly Pickler, but like some like hot little blonde girl like that. And I had a dream that
Such a
night
pervert.
that at the
I
dinner
love it.
she was there and she just blew him in front of me. But like I watched in HD like James Cameron
5K.
Avatar, like her working his meat the entire time. And I woke up, and I was like. I lit a joint right there. I was like, I got to get this back into
Hold
my
on.
fucking
Yeah.
system.
I don't
And I
think
used
this is
Jonas
good.
P for the fucking life insurance test.
Smart.
You
Yeah.
have life insurance? That's all I
A
heard.
lot of life
That's
insurance.
all I heard.
sexy.
I heard nothing else.
That's
Not
it.
even the meat.
I tried to
just
get
heard
it.
life
They won't
insurance.
give it to me because of the diabetes.
That's what. It's rough.
Diabetes.
I'm uninsurable. So
Is that because they call it pre-existing? I mean, it's
Well,
life
that
That
insurance.
affects life insurance?
yeah,
it
because
does.
because I have a way better chance of dying of everything because I have diabetes. So.
Hypothetically, he was having like an attack driving or something like that. You
Yeah.
know, like they just
So
see
you
shit
can't
like
get
that.
insurance, period?
No,
or
if
they
he
just
could,
charge
it
you
would
through
just.
the nose.
Oh, forget it. Like if
Okay.
you were a smoker, it's like 3-4 times as much.
I
How
could-
many
yeah, I-
times did I hit not smoking? Like every time I was getting insurance, they're like, "Do you smoke?" I'm like, "No."
Yeah, but now they come
they don't
test your
follow you?
hair.
Yeah, they
They'll come-
swab your
they
mouth. Yeah, they
Like
Oh,
they,
they
come,
don't.
they took
Chemical
blood, they took
Yeah.
hair.
Not
they
the ghetto
took,
insurance that Mitzi gave me.
Well, no,
That-
this isn't for health insurance. This
Oh,
is
oh,
for
this is
life
life
insurance.
insurance. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So for life insurance, they really come
They
out.
want to know like everything.
Like, they take a
They go
walk through
everything.
you.
Yeah.
They, they basically were like, "No, you're definitely
They knew.
gonna die
They knew I
soon.
had a
No
medical
life
marijuana
insurance
license
for you."
before I even told. I didn't write it down. They go, "Who's Doctor So and So?" Which is the guy I go to fucking on Van Nuys
Dr.
Boulevard.
The
Feelgood?
best
Yeah.
doctor in the world. You mean?
I go. You mean my body care specialist? My mind and body specialist,
He's an expert in a lot of
Doctor
fields.
Kunjabat.
So it's a real doctor's name. Oh yeah, that's right.
He's a medical doctor. I mean, he's got a license.
What did you say that was for?
I said that was for my mind and body. And I
Yeah.
said, they go, "What do you mean?" I go, "I have a medical marijuana card," and and they go, "Okay." And they just took that into consideration. That was it.
Yeah.
I remember going in with Dice, and he was like, "Here's $100," and they're like, "You have to fill out this form." He goes, "You do it," and the guy
to
did
you
it.
or to the guy?
Dice, never to me. To the guy.
Sir,
to the
I don't know
doctor.
where you live.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna have a woman
123
do it.
Main Street. That's the resume.
I was thinking about Jimmy. I don't know why,
So
like his
funny.
stupid joke that I was obsessed with. So my
Oh.
brother Tommy's like,
The new style?
Jim,
You're supposed to wear your hair short, not long.
Jimmy Painter. Nobody knows who this person is. Like,
Yeah.
I would love to have him on.
Were you
but
there when
won't.
when Dice had him open for him?
Of course.
And he
Me, Norton, and Florentine standing on the sidelines,
didn't
just
go well,
beating
right?
the shit out of each other, laughing.
we were like you guys were laughing,
Dying.
but the audience was not
No,
laughing, right?
not a little bit. They
I
were
think
sweating.
that buckled him
They were
pretty
sweating.
badly.
Did
I
he have
remember
a
him being
his
like,
cheat sheet?
And Andrew had shirts made
On his hand?
I have the
Yeah.
sweatshirt, I think, and his name's on it.
Oh, wow.
Painter, Norton, Florentine. And
You didn't
Dice.
like that joke? You're gonna hate this one.
but I mean, this was like what,
You kill
1,500
yours.
people?
Yeah, that OJ joke was like,
What was his OJ joke?
It was about how
you didn't rush
Blake.
over.
What was that guy's
over
name?
2,000 yards in the NFL.
In a
and
single
granted, that wasn't when they
15
let
Robert Blake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People are saying Robert Blake's the new OJ. You rubber butt.
But
You never rushed for 2,000 yards in a 14-game season. And granted, that's when they let white people play defense.
You kill yourself, one little white woman, and you just hear
Crickets.
Crickets.
Oh my God!
And it's a dice crowd, so you think they'll be aggressive, but they weren't.
They're
They're
not.
like,
We're that aggressive.
Well, it's
This is
weird.
too much.
Seeing the young Skeletor perform comedy is always tough for people.
but Jimmy, when he would just masturbate.
Swinging and tagging. Swinging and tagging.
It's amazing that we all know his shit. Like
Yeah.
Oh,
that
it's great.
night,
16 years later.
what he did to my waitress. We can't. I won't say her name.
Horsehair. She
Look at her
shit.
wearing shorts. What a whore.
She shit in my
Jim,
bed.
it's 94 degrees and the air conditioning's broken.
She's a whore.
But when he did that with the shitting in the bed
On stage.
when she was putting
The one
drinks down.
serving your drinks. She
She's a
shit
whore.
in my bed. Enjoy your drink.
And then she just throws her tray down and comes crying in the kitchen, and I have to get between it like a real adult. Like, guys,
Eleanor, she's still crying. I lost my pistol, Eleanor. If you see a pistol laying around, it's mine. I gotta go sell Steve a house. You like your condo?
Fuck. How on earth did you let drunk
Katie.
Katie be your
Not
real
only
estate
did she
agent?
sell me the condo,
please.
How did this
I
happen?
she
can't.
acquired me the mortgage. And when I tell you that my mortgage papers are signed the day of like like in the Great Crash, like when it was happening, like TikTok, like she called me. She called me. She goes, "We got the loan. Good news, bad news." I go, "What's the bad news?" She goes, "Washington Mutual's no longer a bank." I go, "I don't even know what you're talking about." She goes, "They're gone.
Steve, forget it. It's over.
Well, I'm going to get you another one. I'll be back in Wells Fargo." That's what she says to me. You know Wells Fargo? I go, "Yeah." They're going to do it now. They bought Washington Mutual. Wells Fargo's your bank. Come in tomorrow. Sign the paperwork. I moved in a fucking month later. Fully every day waiting. And still to this
Waiting for
day,
the family.
told Steve to wait for the people to show up. Like, why are you in our house? Like some girl.
It'll be like summer round.
Yeah.
This place is great.
We were subletting it to a Seabury. And
in.
I don't. Please get out.
Yeah, she. God love her, but she really was good at her job when she did it. Didn't
What?
she sell Ari something? Did she do something for Ari or help him?
We gotta get him a loan.
What on earth possessed you to hire her? What you met her here and you're like, you know what? She's someone we can count on.
We were working with someone else who was like showing us like a little more stuff that was out of our means and like
Sure.
not understanding that we were not willing to go any lower.
You can't go. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then when you need to go lower, you look inwards and, and you go, "Who can get me something in a lower?" She goes, she had like 5 places lined up. We went to look at 5 places and we're like that. Like we were never great at buying places. We're like, that one, great, let's do it. How much is it?
Yeah.
And that was it.
That's
Fucking.
Yeah.
amazing.
Where is
Fucking
Katie?
Steve.
I don't know.
She's
She could
probably
be here
banned.
for all I know.
She's
probably
She could be upstairs.
She might be upstairs. I don't know. She's one of my
She's probably on the phone with Yelp trying to get her name removed from so many bad reviews at the Comedy Store.
Did you ever hear that?
She did get fired.
I
Dave
love
Taylor
her.
show
So
that he
funny.
had. Remember that Dave Taylor show? It was like 5 or 6 times he did in the belly room where you could write whatever you wanted and go up and talk about it.
Okay.
He goes, "I wrote something. Would you be willing to talk about, just to read it for me?" I go, "All right." So I get there that night. He goes, "Here," and it was the combination of the Yelp reviews from the Comedy Store,
Oh, that's funny.
and I read, and most of them were about Katie.
Yeah. So I remember
Were they really?
Yeah, I mean, like,
one of the first
The-
things
yeah.
Corinne and like on our second or third date, she was like, "You ever read the reviews for the Comedy Store?" I'm like, "No." She's like, "I don't know who this person is, but there's someone named Katie that a lot of people write about."
I'm talking-
like, "Oh, I know who you're
the
talking
review
about."
was like, "The woman yelled at me, spilled a drink on me, then she left.
She was gone for an hour.
Gone for an hour, charged me double, and then yelled at me when I didn't leave a tip at all on the double charge."
And I'm pretty sure she
I didn't
was
teach
really
her to
drunk.
double charge. I taught her. No, I'm kidding.
It was always like, I think my waitress
Oh, yeah.
was very intoxicated. And
Speaking of booze, do you want another drink? I'm going to run upstairs.
No, I'm driving.
Oh, you are? I Uber.
Drive.
I'll be
How
right back.
long?
You pussy.
Yeah,
All right, I'll have
Steve.
Jack on the rocks.
yeah,
I'll
Peer
take
pressure still works.
Do you want me to go get it? I'm an
way,
excellent
officer.
waitress.
Officer.
I'll take a Jameson. Yeah.
You're drinking out?
Yeah, let's
I'm
do
good.
it.
Electric Mountain Dew.
Please.
We can't. Oh, good. Now that he's
Diet
gone,
Coke
let's
Red, do
talk
they have
about him. So we lost Rannazzisi for a second because he can't do without alcohol.
You
And
know what? If we're
I'm
gonna
happy for him.
if we're gonna do this podcast, they should really give us our own bartender when
Wouldn't
we're
that be
working.
great?
That's a great idea.
To have a
I mean, they got Josh Martin working back there for Zerosville. They might as well come down here and mix drinks for
Yeah.
the crew.
I'm surprised there's not more people at that back bar. I think it's the best thing here.
well,
It's nice, but
You
it was
kinda
cool
have
at
to-
first, and now it's like people that know a guy that knows Richie. And that's like who's hanging out back
Yeah.
there. Like
Well-
it went from VIP to them being like, there's not enough people.
But you can't
so-
make money off the comics, technically.
Yeah.
So it's okay if they bring a friend.
But
Only if they're cool, though. Like,
Yeah,
if it
it's-
sucks.
Right. It's
Because
the
it's
vibe.
not okay if you just want to hang out with your friends and you're not going
Yeah.
to drink.
Like-
in my case.
Sometimes when, like, Carrie's up there, she'll just, like, invite people because there's no comics hanging out. So
Yeah.
she's like, fuck, I'm going to go just generate some business, you know?
Yeah.
Or if Doug Stanhope's in town, they're like best friends, so he'll go hang out and he'll bring a ton of people.
Yeah, it's fun.
And then they tip and
Yeah.
they buy drinks, so she
Yeah.
can make money that way. But if
All
you're
that
just
money he makes selling used Buicks and that suit that he wears all the time.
I love Stanhope.
Tremendous
So good.
suits.
So funny.
Legitimately funny.
Anyways, so we're glad to have you back on the podcast,
Yeah.
Mr. Steve Simeone.
It's good to be
We
back.
had so much fun last time, but I don't remember all the stories we talked about. But
I don't
that's
remember.
why I wanted Jason Lucas.
I
because
know. I just remember I had to
feel like
apologize to him afterwards.
No, he probably
And he
loves
really
it.
wanted. Yeah, he really wanted to be on the podcast, but he's in Austin tonight.
What a loser. Is he
So-
editing?
Yeah, he's
What
got
a
stuff for El
dork.
Pollo Loco.
for a Pollo Loco.
But like, if we could get old school guys all on at the same time
Oh my
and just
god, I
tell
would
Lucas
love that.
stories,
Yeah,
because the club's so different now.
yeah. It doesn't have that. It
It used to really just feel like a treehouse. Like
Yeah.
that's not an
Yeah.
exaggeration. It
Yeah.
just felt like I'm just going to go hang out with my friends.
Well,
And now it feels like, oh, this is the center
is
of the
work.
comedy boom.
So
Yeah.
I didn't get any spots this weekend because the phone guy forgot to give my avails to Adam, I guess.
You got a spot tonight in the main
I'm on
room, I
tonight
thought.
because someone
Okay.
canceled.
Okay.
So Jezelnik canceled, so they put me in his spot because I was like, oh, how come I don't have spots? And they're like, yeah, you didn't call in
Dude,
avails.
tonight's lineup in the main room's incredible.
crazy.
Yeah, they're
It's
great.
like Segura, Sebastian D'Elia, Ingram.
I know.
All
I
in a
thought.
boom. That's
Well-
Murderer's Row.
So I asked, I'm
And
like,
you aren't you in there?
No, I was
oh,
in
that
the
was
OR.
last night.
It was
Oh,
great.
okay.
I said, why do we have morons working here? And they were like, weren't you a moron that worked there? And I was like, yeah. And there was 8 people in the crowd, and now
Yeah.
it's packed all the time, and we can't afford to have these morons. They're like, you never seemed to care before. I'm like, well, they didn't forget to put me on the lineup before.
Now I got some skin in the game.
So
Yeah. I wonder. Let me ask you. Did that ever happen to you?
no,
Forgetting to write somebody down.
where I forgot, they never let me answer phones here. They said I have a bad attitude.
That's right. Oh, that's
so
So I had to
funny.
work the back
Did
door
you
and
have
park
to
cars.
take avails?
All the time, yeah.
Yeah, I
I
remember.
not only worked the phones, but then for like 3 months until Andrew made me quit, I was Duncan's assistant. So they would bring me in on Mondays. My whole job was just writing down the avails.
That's what I had to do for Scott Day, and I hated it.
Oh,
And
I
then-
loved being Duncan's assistant. Was my favorite job here.
Well, what was he?
He would just play obscure, crazy music, and we'd have laughs.
You wanted just a jack, right?
Yes, please.
I don't know which one's which, guys.
Oh,
I bet you that one's the Jack. Yeah, I agree with that.
I'm gonna
Hold on,
go
I'll
with.
smell it. Yeah, this is
Oh
Jack.
yeah, Segura. What?
Segura says hello.
Where is he? Is
It's
he
upstairs.
down?
Steve
Oh.
Burns says hello.
Oh, they should all come down.
They should all
Make
come
it more
down.
fun.
We're
Yeah.
about to do sets and stuff.
All right, that's.
Well, Burn is at
I mean, if they don't
What
want to come, Steve, they
losers.
could just fucking tell us. They could be men about it. I
No,
mean,
I'm sworn enemies with both of them. That's probably
really?
it.
Why?
Why would you be enemies with those guys?
I just decided now that I should be. I'm just trying to
doing
create some.
that?
I'm trying to
Are we
create
doing
buzz,
that?
guys.
So wait,
I
we were
wanna-
talking about being a phone guy and taking avails. Did you ever have to do that?
Yep. Those
Okay.
are. It was Mondays.
Did you ever
Yeah,
make a
Mondays.
mistake and forget to
It
write
was the
somebody
sheet.
down?
It was the sheet.
But
So
did-
you had
I think
Monday.
they do it on a
X, X,
computer
X,
now.
X.
Yeah, they sent me.
Yeah.
They sent me a photo of the lineup that my name's on, and there was no X's next to any of the days. And he was like, "This is a hard copy, so I don't know what to tell you." I'm like, "Well, what you should tell me is." Fuck that phone guy, he's fired, and I will bump everyone on the lineup to give you a spot. And he was like, I'm not doing that. I give you spots all the time. I'm sorry. I was like, well, this is the end. He was like, all right, I don't know what to tell you, man.
I never fucked up, but I remember like
I'm
certain
just
comedians.
curious. Yeah.
I'm not going to name names, but like would give specific
we have a
times.
disclaimer.
Yeah, there were
Like
people
between
that-
9 and 10.
Yeah.
Oh
You're
yeah,
like,
a lot of people do that.
I'm not writing that down.
Yeah.
A lot of people do that now, which makes me laugh.
What?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people, and I'm like,
Eliza.
really?
Oh, did I say Eliza? I didn't mean
We
to
have
say
a
it out
disclaimer.
loud.
It's okay.
Yeah. Oh, that's right.
But people,
Why?
why do we have a disclaimer?
No, why
Oh.
do people get to write down what time they go on?
Because people are fucking
I don't know.
pretentious douches.
But
they
there
think
are
they've
quite a
deserved
few.
it. They earned it.
Not just the
Ooh,
one he
man.
mentioned, but there's a few. Yeah.
The thing is, though, I feel like you came through this place, whatever time you got, was
That's
the time
it.
you were supposed to go on.
No matter
Yeah.
what, no matter when.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
just, it was how it went.
I was
you know?
pushed. I was like, just
How
put
many-
me on dead last. I don't care. I just
Yeah.
need a
You
check.
didn't want. You don't want to follow Holtzman.
I'll follow Holtzman all day. I'll bomb. I'll not get a single laugh for 15 minutes if I can get the money from that.
I was gonna say just
Main
like
room
Holtzman.
checks are good now.
Yeah,
Main room
that's
checks
what I'm
are
saying.
insane.
That's how I got to be 845,000
Congratulations. We didn't talk about that
Yeah,
at the beginning.
congratulations.
top earners list.
I thought you were going to bring that up like top
Immediately.
news.
I
but
know. I thought about it, but I didn't want to brag.
the
but
Forbes
it kind
top
of came into
list
it.
for comedians came out. Number 1, Jerry Seinfeld at 69 million.
Yeah,
Okay.
But
not
cracking the
bad.
list this year,
850
850 million.
6,000.
million.
56 million.
56 million.
Rick Ingram.
Coming
Ingram.
in at
a
how
cool
much?
18,000. Was it
22.
22,000 minus taxes. Without tax, yep. You got to take
So-
out taxes and a little bit for the manager in that.
And
For formula.
because you
Yeah.
get 1099, that means that I owed $7,000 this
So
year.
after that,
which was nice.
and with the baby, you take the baby into that.
Yeah.
You only lost about 65 grand last year, and that's not
Yep.
bad.
It felt good. It was an increase of I believe 86% from
You're
the
up 4
previous
spots
12
from the year
Yeah.
before. Yeah,
That's amazing.
Yeah.
4 spots.
I
Five
passed-
people died.
I passed Crispy Chicken this year.
Yep.
Mickey
name is
Rubin.
Norm.
You had a rough year though, Crispy Chicken.
Yeah, and
He's a billionaire.
Of course.
I don't know what you're talking
First of all,
about.
I pitched for the Seattle Pilots in
He-
1969.
He wrote to me on MySpace and he was like, "Look, that was all an act. I really have a lot of money." I thought it was Danish and O'Neill fucking with me.
it was
So
really crispy.
I don't know, but I got that letter. I
Pi-
found this
Yeah,
letter
it's
that
true.
he wrote
That
me.
was
My big
Beautiful.
surprise was
Where
Mickey
he
topping it at
confessed.
number 6.
Yeah,
43 million, just
Yeah.
eking out Jim Gaffigan,
Yeah.
which was strange.
I'm huge in Asia.
Mickey.
Yeah.
Mickey had a black
Mickey
card.
from the open mic.
it really made you
Snuck in at number 6.
regret taking some of those staged Don Barris photos where you were having anal intercourse with him on a car.
I dry humped that man more times.
Mickey, just lay down on the.
And just make eye
Put your
contact. Didn't you ever watch Oz, Mickey?
Put your hands on the hood and let Rannazzisi have sex with you.
We're just doing this for pictures.
Yeah.
And this is Don Barris is making you do
Directing.
this?
No, I was like,
bet
Don,
I-
this would be funny. This would be funny if I just dry, because he's such a stoic figure,
And there was a lot of
and he would just look at the camera.
there's a lot of photos of
He's a
Rannazzisi.
handsome man, like
Did
you
he
know.
really become a
Sam-
movie star in Bollywood?
Yeah.
Is there
Yeah.
any truth to that
He
rumor?
married what the Korean actress
Tamayo.
Matsuoka.
He
Yeah,
was,
she was in Heroes, right? Is that the one where
I have no idea.
Wait, Tamayo Otsuki,
Yeah.
the
He
old
married her.
comic here?
Yes.
She lives in Guam. She swings from tree
That's
to
where
tree.
Mickey lives in.
Yeah, Mickey went to Thailand with her, and then he decided to stay over there.
Sanuk.
He got booked in a film in India, and
He has a fucking black card. He
Yeah.
gave me a
Wait,
black
Huck
card
is
as a
Huck is his manager.
Huck is his agent.
he's a computer programmer.
What the fuck I say to you, man? You don't fuck up. You don't fuck up the Bollywood.
Yeah.
The Bollywood say you do the film. You do the film.
Huck, how are you doing? How was your...
I'm doing.
I thought you had a heart
Fucking
attack.
Mickey.
I have 8 heart attack.
How many?
8 heart attack.
Wait a minute. How did you...
You don't understand heart attack.
I,
Okay. You come into my life, you make a big mess.
I didn't make
You
a
make a
mess.
problem. I have a fucking
Did you
pain.
get your teeth fixed,
And I
Huck?
can't have a heart attack if I do cocaine. I do cocaine, and that's okay.
But Huck, you do a lot
That's
of
a good
cocaine.
point.
And
I
remember,
do
Fucking
I do what
poker.
the doctor tell me to do.
you remember when you beat up
Tell
your
me
wife
to do cocaine.
At
Richie's wedding?
Rannazzisi, this motherfucker. Rannazzisi, he said to everybody at Comedy Store, he said, I hit a wife in parking lot. He with Fat James. He with Steve Simeone. He with Jeff Chetty manager who don't ever tip. He
Don't
get a Jack and
tipping.
Coke. Matt
tipping.
Vandervoort. Vet, he never give $1. He get 8 Jack and Coke. Never $1.
Fucking huckster.
You remember when Dice sent all this food for Thanksgiving or something? But it was like him being like, all right, send it to the Comedy Store. And somebody, I don't know if I brought it or somebody brought it. And Huck was digging through
Picking
everything.
through it.
And he was like, hey, tell Dice, stay for the bone.
Yeah, he brought it was turkey after Thanksgiving. It was like, hey, tell that thank you for the bone. It don't have no dog meat on it. I got no gravy. I got no fucking mashed potato. You got that fucking bone here. You bring it back. You tell your kid come in. I don't got a fucking bone. I got that bone at home. I don't have to bring a bone in. You bring a pizza, a fucking taco. You know a taco?
He was so mad.
You know a taco?
He talked
You bring
about
a taco.
it for 2 years.
You bring a popcorn in a fucking Jimmy
Popcorn?
Peter. You're putting 1 button, 8 button, 9 button. You press up 1 button.
burn it.
Popcorn.
That's how Freddie started doing the impression.
That's it. When he started screaming.
Freddie Soto
We
started
just got
that
a little
fucking
joy.
impression.
They let us put the microwave in the back.
Tiny bit of
Payment would put the
joy.
popcorn in,
He
burn it, and the whole kitchen would smell.
You could cut
and Hawk
through
would
it.
lose his fucking mind because he's over there dealing with that. He turns around and yours, he's fingering all the fucking, all the fucking
Condiments,
accoutrements.
yeah.
You know,
Accoutrements.
the fucking the cherry.
Cherries
Hey, this
are-
is not a buffet.
I remember.
What I said to you, you don't know fucking Yoshi. You just cause you sleep upstairs. I don't mean you got to fucking eat. It's not
the
kitchen
cherry,
for you.
the lime.
Yeah, you eat a cherry, a
olive.
fucking orange. You didn't eat, we don't get orange
Yeah.
for free. You got to tell the joke.
He just freaked out. But that night with Huck, he lost his mind, and we couldn't even help because we were laughing so hard.
Yeah.
You could cut through the black smoke in the kitchen. I don't know what Painter did, but
He burned the popcorn.
you
He
come into
I don't-
popcorn
Because
1-1,
Peter's
you
hitting
burn
like
it.
5 buttons and hitting start. It's like, and then he goes and like loses it, and it just burns. I don't under. He like Huck with his primitive mind has already figured out that like 1 button says popcorn. Like how it wasn't like he wasn't pissed that the smell was going on. He's dealt with smells before. But like this fucking gringo is so stupid. He's grown up so much more privileged. There's a machine that makes it for you that even has a button that says hit that button to make this one thing for you,
Yeah.
and you're too stupid to fucking figure it out.
The fucking 1 button.
One button and popcorn.
You hit the 1-1.
You don't have to hit
That's
a
it.
popcorn. This button that is start. It just hit that 1-8, 1-6, 1-6. You hit popcorn.
Fucking Freddie used to do him on the
my
road.
God.
He would do
In
him
Hawaii.
in Texas. Hawaii. We did it in Hawaii.
Hawaii, and it killed. It killed. Gave a little bit of context up front, and then
Tiny
it just
bit.
went into it. Yeah,
Fucking Mexican.
yeah.
Yeah, you do
Doing
a good Huck,
impression
though.
of
That's
me.
good.
Yeah.
You're going to have to be on the
It's the
imposters.
greatest. Like, do you remember when I grabbed you from the parking lot when Huck was giving
when he
his
ki-
Rudy speech in the manager's
Oh yeah,
office?
yeah. But it was his last day here.
Rudy's
I thought you were going to say when he kicked me and
Oh,
kicked
no,
my
I
kidney.
want
Kidney
that
shot.
story.
when I put the
kidney
fucking
shot.
Boss
Red Bull on
Rutten.
his car.
He took
Hey,
you
I
out like
took a Red
Boss
Bull off.
Rutten
I
in
did a new car.
Pride. Kidney
What do you
shot.
mean? I'm fucking. What do you mean? This is a tiny little can. It's not gonna hurt you. Hey, don't tell you again. Hey, take it off. He puts it down right there, and he fucking wheelhouse kicks me right to the
Right in the
kidney. And
kidney.
buckled to the ground.
Yep.
Buckled. Hey, what'd I tell you? Don't put it on the car. And now you know.
It was so quick.
Yeah.
Like he was a fucking superhero.
Then he tried to give me a hand job one time. He
Okay,
drove me
wait a
home.
minute.
Yeah.
What? No.
Yep. I was
No.
very weird in the car, Eleanor.
No.
He's from
that didn't
Thailand, so that
happen.
doesn't
We
surprise
pulled up
me.
to my apartment on
Why were you-
Sweetser, and I was
let's-
like,
time
"This is where I
out.
live." And he's like, "Do you want to talk?" And I said, "What?"
No.
I don't want to talk. What do you mean?
That's gonna be my new
Not.
line. Do you want to talk?
we don't know each other very well. I go, I don't. I'm good.
You're
Huh?
making it up.
Hey, let me just see your helmet. No, what? I'm not.
It's so weird that he used that phrase.
Just the fucking.
the helmet.
All right, I'll show you the helmet. That's a
a
very
tip,
impressive
just a tip.
helmet.
The fucking Liberty Bell.
That looked like the fucking in Philadelphia
Looks like
with
Rick Moranis from Spaceballs.
that big dome. It's a big dome.
It has a crack in it. Oh, God.
That head almost as big as your head.
Wait, did he stop?
It was. I'm telling you.
How fucked up was
If
he?
I pulled it out, he would not have minded. I don't think
I
because he would
believe
just
it.
want to talk
He'd
for
get out
a
of
while.
control.
This is Saturday
He
Night
need-
Steve.
yeah.
I like it.
It is.
That was
I'm being
Saturday night.
serious here, though.
This is legitimate.
My
Saturday
word is
Night
my
Steve.
bond, guys. And everyone knows
This
that.
guy does not tell a lie. The George Washington of
no,
comedy.
wooden teeth my ass.
She was so old. Her fake boobs were made of wood. Hey guys,
I killed ... myself.
Jason Lucas, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God, I wish he was here so we could rip him apart.
You know what? Driving here tonight, what a great thought. I was, and then turned so morbid. I was like, I can't believe every room sold out. This is insane. I'm like, what's gonna make this go away? I'm like, it's just gonna take one comedian to kill themselves. On stage. Just like, oh, that's it.
Look
It's gonna
at Steve
happen soon. Yeah.
himself.
Just give me that chance.
And I go, it's
Yeah.
coming, guys, and then it'll be a
Full
ghost town
circle.
again.
Full circle. I'll bring this club to
But
its
we-
knees. There's one more weekend where my avails are not put in. I will end this club. Mark my words.
I was just thinking of that. I was like, what if like somebody that's not getting spots decides to fucking
Don't
like
say that.
what?
What is your biggest fear now with like
comedy?
Mine is like that. Like I tell everyone where I'm going to be. So it's also like, if you want to kill me, I'm going to be at Yuck Yucks in Calgary this
you get
weekend.
booked at Yuck Yucks? I'm kidding.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like,
It's one of my favorite rooms.
like a gun in a comedy
yeah.
club is like my biggest fear still.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Kind of. I think I'm hoping
mine's
for
the
it.
opposite. My biggest fear is that I bring a gun to a comedy club and I murder everyone in the audience. You know that the mass shooting record is like 55.
The day you're like,
it's like 50. Like
today's the day for the big rain.
there's some planning.
One day a real rain's going to come.
I think a little planning
Yeah.
and I could get 56 easy.
Oh, you can get with this crowd up there.
Dude, I'm telling you.
Dude, there's no way out.
Half of them
There's no
I
way
don't
out.
get jokes.
All I say is, look, Feng Chao, make sure that the doors are locked on that
Okay.
side. And then that
Oh.
way there's only one way
He's
out.
the new Huck, by the way.
We fucking
He's
love him.
tremendous.
Yeah,
I love
he's
him.
fantastic. He's angry,
Yep.
He's great.
but kind and the same.
Yes.
and the
and
same.
cocky as a motherfucker.
He's
Yeah,
great.
he is great. When he first showed up, I remember being like, "Who the fuck is this guy?" He walks up to me. He's like, "Hey, Rick Ingham, I want to talk to you about crowd work." I'm like, I literally had no idea who he was. I'm just like, what was some Asian?
How do you
open
do
micer?
it?
I mean, more or less.
Wait a minute.
I want to do it. How do you do it?
That was Josh Adam Meyer's approach to ask. Hey man, can I ask you a question about crowd work? I'm like, yeah, what's up, man? Let's say you were in Baltimore. What would you do? I was like, what?
What? No, he didn't.
That was legitimately what he said. Like, I don't know, man. I guess
Who's-
it would depend on the situation.
Am I
was talking
to the cast of The Wire?
Yeah. And then some girl was hitting a vape pen. He's like, "Hey, let me get a hit on your vape pen." She's like, "No," and he's like, "Oh, that's bullshit." She's like, "I don't want other people sucking on my vape pen." Oh man, that's fucked up. I'm just like, I got to get out of here. Wow, he's
Great
distracted.
crowd work. That's a good first start.
Yeah.
Now, you take that lesson. I'm going to walk over here.
Let's say you
Work
were
on
in
that for a
Baltimore.
bit.
Are you going to Baltimore? Is that what this is about?
I'm booked at Yuck Yucks.
I need to know everything you might
Mr.
say.
Magooby's in Baltimore.
Oh, great club. If you haven't been to Magooby's in
I've been
Baltimore.
to Magooby's. I was there last Thanksgiving.
Magooby's?
Yeah.
It's a real place?
The only time that, yeah, Mr. Magooby's. It's the only time I've ever had a problem with like whatever happened to me. This guy in the front row was
What does that
wasted
mean?
with the
Oh,
whole 9/11 thing.
Got it. In my head, I'm like, what?
Wasted, right? They were kicking him out. He's out of the room. He sticks his head back, goes, "Let's talk about 9/11." Wait, I thought that guy got kicked out. And even I was
He's
like,
back?
wait, is he back? Did they Google me on the way out the door?
that's
And
fine.
he found out?
There's
He
some
stuck his
dirt on
head
this
back
guy.
in. Yeah.
I saw.
What a great crack security they got here. Let's
saw
talk about 9/11.
You're Magoobles.
I saw some random girl tweeted at me earlier. Said something like, "Was your wedding on 9/11?" And it took me. I was like, "What the fuck
I
is
know,
she
it's the
talking
greatest.
about?" And then I realized this because you
Is
were
this your
tagged-
anniversary or is this your parents' anniversary? I saw you
Today's my
post.
parents'
Happy
anniversary.
40th.
My,
Parents.
Dude,
They
talking
don't
about
listen,
talking about
but-
women holding up. Your mom is still hot, bro.
Dude,
That's rude.
thank
Wait,
you.
is it? Well, I thought that was
I've
a
been
topic.
saying it
I
for
got
years.
An
You
email.
thought we
You
were
sent
in-
me an email earlier about the topics
from
for the
I thought we were in
Kansas,
the
Eleanor.
safe
It's
space. I
okay.
thought we
and
were
how
in the,
Rick's mom being hot was one of the topics
I
that you
thought we were
bullet
in the
pointed.
trust tree.
I remember Party Pete telling me.
Party Pete.
Was he
I
at the
saw
wedding?
him the
No.
other
Snap kick to the
I
peaches.
saw him
He's still
on
around? Snap kick to
Sunset
the
and Press-
Peaches.
You know, he came up
Crescent.
to me one night. This was in the thick of the Dean 15. They were all here every night, fucking hanging.
What's the bald one? We used to
Fat Rod?
Oh, Mini Dean?
Mini Dean.
Mini Dean.
Dean.
Oh, is that Fat Rod? No, that's a different
No,
bald
I
one.
saw that guy on the way here. Yeah.
Party Pete
Big
walks up.
Rod.
Party Pete walks up to me one night when my mom was in town. Hey man, I just talked to your mom. I go, don't fucking talk to my mom.
Frankie.
No.
No.
Dude, she's beautiful. I mean, genuinely so beautiful. Just God, I can't even stop. Party people, shut the fuck up.
Oh God.
What? We're friends. We are not friends. Don't let there ever be an illusion that we are friends because I make fun of you regularly.
Fucking frightening.
I'm friends with Mitzi. See, this is the problem.
No thanks,
Friends
Party
with
Pete.
Mitzi.
Yeah.
The Dean 15.
There was so many.
We
creeps.
wonder why there wasn't an audience.
Yeah.
You gotta go
Right.
through a fucking gaggle of misfits before
Fucking
you can get in the front
White
door.
Dragon.
Oh my
Hey, bro,
gosh.
do the math, bro.
Yeah, it was like
do
a
the
fucking
math.
swap shot out front. They had people.
What's the one with the hair?
Andre the Giant.
Andre the
Yes.
Giant, Fro, the author of Kickflip Cameron, the worst screenplay I ever read in all my life.
Who else?
220 pages of vampire skateboarding movie that ends in a to be continued. Genius.
To be continued.
Who? First
Did
of all,
he write it in a composition notebook like Tommy wrote his pilot his episode of Whitney
First of
for
all-
D'Elia for a very special episode of Whitney for D'Elia
First of all,
that he was reading to Michael Costa as I turned the corner in the main room,
No.
going that back way, and I saw it, and Costa
Oh.
locked eyes on me, and I just slowly backed away like, sorry, dude.
this is on you.
Let Tommy
Composition
defend himself.
notebook written in pencil. And Whitney says,
First of all, I used a mechanical pencil.
all right,
Second of
you
all,
click that thing 3 times.
Whitney respects me.
That's not true at
You're
all.
not
Tommy.
shouting, Tommy. You're
I
shouting.
suggested to
show's going
Santino that he grow his hair out like D'Elia. Did he listen? No.
Jesus.
Tommy, the show's going on.
Well, there's no one in there right now. There's 4 people, and I pocketed their money.
Oh, all right.
Tommy, that's
Tommy.
terrible. You
Well, I
should
got to go
stop
upstairs,
that.
play my guitar, think about things I'm not going to tell Steph. Okay? That's a song.
Half court low.
That's a song I wrote for Mitzi.
What was the song you composed with Fat James?
No.
The one where it's like,
Wait, he did an original with
That
yes,
was it.
original
half
score
a
by
tank of gas
Fat-
and a quarter.
Fat James and Tommy Morris.
Oh,
Do it.
A
Sing
regular
it.
I don't
Lennon
remember
McCartney.
this. That's why I'm asking you guys. There's something about
Today is gonna be the day that the Gallaghers, Lennon McCartney, Fat James and Tommy Morris.
James and Morris. Okay.
Hey Jude,
Hey,
don't make
James.
it bad.
Park Mitzi's car.
Park
Dum.
Mitzi.
Wop do wop do wop.
Well, Mitzi said you make the car stink. You're fired.
I'm wearing a purple suit. I'm wearing a purple
I
suit like
really
this.
have become left for
what was the song?
a
What was the song he sang at Richie's wedding?
He looked like
What was
Oh
it?
wait, he sang a song.
He looked like-
Oh yeah,
James
what
did?
song was it?
when Fat James wore that blue suit, he looked like Violet from the Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. After she eats the Violet, you're turning
Mashed
Violet.
potatoes.
The Smothers Brothers respect me.
What was the song he sang?
I can't-
Shaggy. Wasn't it
Oh,
Shaggy?
Mr. Lover Lover.
Yes.
Mr. Lover Lover. They call me Mr. Boombastic.
Oh, it was
Hey,
so
Rick, you
good.
coming over for Belushi night? No, man. You got to come over, order some pizzas.
The lowest of the low is when
Simone's out of town. It'll
for
be
some
great.
reason, I was kicked out of my apartment early in the mid 2000s. We're not going to say why.
lowest of the low.
Allegedly.
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 Everything's so alleged.
That mystery will never be
will
solved.
never be broken. And I was a transient.
Were you living on Ari's couch?
It was
I was on
Ari's
Ari's couch, but
There was
for
one
1
step
week, I
lower. There was one step lower.
I slept in a futon on Ari's living room,
That's
which was bad enough because he
disgusting.
would dip his
His
balls in my
balls
face.
came,
And he-
yeah, his
he
balls
would
came
write
out a
out-
lot.
He would write out chores for me in the kitchen,
Yeah.
in the bathroom, on in the mirror, like because you did this, you have to live here. Here are your chores for the day.
And then he would
but
take
I came
Tracy
there.
out,
I
which was
came
fun.
there from Simone's because he lived with Fat James, and Fat James is gone. So I put my air mattress on top of Fat James's bed, but the smell would waft up around me and cocoon
my
me.
God.
Yeah.
But I just left in the middle of the night one night. I was like, I'd rather sleep in the streets. I can't do this
I
anymore.
miss Ari's nuts. Like,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
He was so sad when I finally came over to watch Belushi movies with him. And I stayed for one movie, and I was literally like, just stay to the end. This guy is very sad. Just do it. And I stayed to the end of Animal House. And then he was like, let's put in Blues Brothers. And I'm like, I really got to go. What do you mean? We only watched one Belushi movie. It was like a genuine sad moment where I was like, I got to get out of here because I don't like you.
Aww.
He was the first person I met at the Comedy Store.
No,
Tried
he
to kick me out of the
wasn't.
parking lot. Yeah.
Keebler?
Yeah.
He was?
Yeah. I was in the
Chips
back
Keebler?
filling out whatever W forms you have to fill out. And he comes over. He's like, whose fucking car is in the park? Is that your car in the park? I thought this was like a business
I
where you
remember that.
parked your car where you worked. Like a business.
Wait, you must be
The
a
gray ass
different-
Yeah, he's like, get
Those
this
are-
shit out of here.
James,
Yeah.
and-
He's like, I'm like, I didn't know. He's
Was
like,
that-
get it up
no,
on the fucking hill.
Didn't Bobby Lee bring you up on a Sunday night before that?
He had introduced
Those
me to
are-
like
Yeah, I remember
Dave
meeting
Scott.
you that night, and then I'm like, no, James is the new employee. Whoa,
And
not on my watch.
I remember Lucas in the manager's office, right?
Jason Lucas.
right? I go into the manager's office. He's got his feet up, right, like this. and
cocky.
Bobby's introducing me. He's like, oh yeah, and he knows John Reap too. He goes, and Lucas is like, you know John Reap? I'm like, yeah, I know John Reap. We've a couple of mutual friends. I used to live with him. I'm like, oh, really? He's like, yep, I know him real well. I'll find out if you know him. I'm like, Jesus Christ, this fucking place right away.
Mafioso.
Yeah.
We'll get to the bottom of this.
Oh, so comfortable because he was making the door guys like schedules at that point.
Did that for
Appalachian
15
Mafia.
years.
Yeah,
Did he make you step outside while he called
he
John
he
Reed?
really.
Be funny if
No,
John
he-
didn't take his call.
I think Lucas was smart enough to know like
He just put a message on a pigeon.
when we all yeah.
Flew straight
fucking
straight to the moonshine.
a raccoon comes over, he ties a bow around its neck. It's a sign. Somebody kicks open an outhouse with a crescent moon.
This week on Appalachian Mafia, Jason Lucas hires Rannazzisi.
He's got
I
8
love
kids
it.
now.
Oh,
8?
he's so
Wow.
adorable. His kids are tremendous.
Is that
They're so
exaggerated?
cute.
No, he's
I
got
hope?
3. They're
Yeah.
awesome.
God. I'd like.
I bet it feels like 8.
Yeah, right. How's it? You have 2. You have 1.
I have
Steve
one.
And
It
I
feels
pull
like
out.
an endless. They're like gremlins. That's how I feel. Like there's only one, but I'm more
Are you-
exhausted every day.
Are you allowed to tell the story of what happened when you got locked out?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. My wife already knows what a failure I am as a father.
Stop it.
What'd you do?
These two don't know.
My wife has flowers out on the patio, and so I noticed they were dying, and I thought, hey, I should probably do the right thing and go see if these things need to be watered or whatever. So, baby was playing. I slid open the sliding door. I moved the little bar out from whatever it is, and I walked out, and then I looked at it for like 5 seconds, and I just hear this bang. We have these.
She closed the door on you?
There's some sort of a blind, plantation blinds, I think they call them.
Yeah.
They're like
Yeah.
these long
They go up and
doors.
down, yeah.
That's racist,
so-
but yes.
I have those.
They're sitting
We
there,
all
and,
do.
and she crawls up and just smashes the plantation blinds against the door, and it just pushes the bar right back into the sliding door, locking me out. And I was just like,
Oh, my God.
fuck. Of all the moves, like just
Are you on the
perfectly hit
first
it.
floor?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm
He
just
has
going
a
to stand.
house now.
Yeah, it's a townhouse.
Oh, I thought it was like
so-
a condo. Okay.
Yeah,
So I
so
thought you were gonna have to pull an O'Neill. O'Neill, when he got a luxury box, he snuck into a luxury box one time at Staples Center, and they ran out of beer. He snuck into, then he went on the outside of the luxury box and snuck to the other luxury box on the outside.
Like Spider-Man?
Spider-Man along the side, and then snuck into their luxury box. Yeah,
smart.
Yeah,
That's O'Neill.
Nobody stopped him.
no,
Why would you try to stop O'Neill? He's a
because you see a maniac
he's
fucking climbing the other way. You're gonna go, sir, what's in your
Can I see
mind
your
right now?
ticket, sir?
I see someone climbing on
So-
the outside of a luxury box. I go, hey,
Who do you
he
call
needs to
now?
be here. So I just
Corinne?
called. Fuck no. What am I, a fool? I called the locksmith. And I said, look,
Smart.
I need you to get here ASAP, and I would have him just open the front door.
Yeah.
Corinne's at work, and so I'm just standing there like, fuck. I called the locksmith. The guy's like, yeah, he'll be there in 10, 15 minutes. I'm like, fuck, all right.
What's the baby doing at this point?
At this point, the
That's my
baby
favorite.
has
Making himself breakfast.
she crawls over
She's so
to the
cute.
Biggest cheeks I've
The
ever seen. in a
cutest,
baby ever.
Legs.
chubbiest little arms and legs.
Yep. Still.
Only diaper
The
I've ever
Michelin baby.
changed.
Yeah, Stay Puff is what I call her as a nickname.
Oh,
but
I love it.
she just walks over to the glass part of the sliding door and just starts banging on it, and smashing her face on it, just like, fuck you, Dad. Look who's a terrible parent. It's you. You're in charge of me. You.
She went behind the
She's
couch.
your daughter. That's
Yeah.
She opened
so
up that
great.
box. You were like, one day I'm going to start smoking pot again. She opened up that box, rolled that joint, just lit it. She's like,
How do you know how to roll so well?
motherfucker.
Sorry,
I
Dad.
watch shit.
You think I'm not smart, Dad?
I got to go upstairs, guys. I got a spot.
Yeah.
Aw.
I love you guys.
Come
Thanks
back
for-
if
too,
they're
buddy.
not ready for
Yeah,
you.
if you're.
Yeah.
We're only
I'm at
a couple more
11:15.
minutes.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
she locked me out, and then right at that moment, Corinne
Love you, buddy.
called-
Thank you for the
or
drink.
Corinne texted me and was like, "Hey, could you go on my computer and do this?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm already fucked." I go, "I can't because the baby just locked me out." What? And it's like, "You're a horrible parent." I'm just like, "Yeah, well, I am right now."
What did the locksmith say? I'm just imagining you like Michael Keaton and Mr. Mom on that day where everything goes wrong.
Yeah.
wherever-
Exactly. That's
wow,
what I
one
thought of when he
punch.
told me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like just the baby's eating beans.
Yeah.
Yeah, the locksmith showed up. And like 15 minutes flew by, and baby's just standing at the door, just gawking at me. What
she's
a
so
loser I
cute.
am. And the locksmith, I call him like, "What's the deal with the lock?" "Oh no, he hit traffic. He'll probably be there in 15 minutes." I go, "It was supposed to be 15 minutes ago." So the dude finally shows up. It was like 35 minutes. And Julie just stood at the door the whole time, like,
Thank
"Why,
God.
Dad, let me out." Like thinking I won't let her come out, but I'm just trapped. And then the guy shows up. I'm like, "Yeah, man, I just need to get in. You know, my baby locked me out." "Oh, it's a foreign guy, of course." "Oh, baby is inside?" "Yeah, man, baby's inside." "Oh, okay." Then he just walks up to the front door, sticks some piece of metal in the fucking doorknob,
Oh, it's a
hits
second.
it with a fucking screwdriver, and the whole door just opens up. I'm like, "Well, that's uncomfortable to know that was that easy." But
Wow.
Okay.
Now
Okay.
on, you just.
$120, thank you. It's emergency. "Yeah, but you didn't get it." "Fuck it. Here's $120. And then later that day, got some sort of a rebate for something in the mail, and I'm like, "Oh, there's a check for $100." And immediately, Corinne's like, "Oh, cool. That almost pays for the locksmith that we had to get because you were such a terrible dad." I'm like, "Okay, sounds good."
Even Steven, that Seinfeld episode.
Yep.
That sucks. But that kind of shit has to happen. Like I think about my mom with all of us. I don't think she'd ever get locked out because I don't even know if we had locks when we were kids.
Yeah. It was a
'Cause
different
everything was
time. It was the
broken.
80s.
Yeah,
You
but everything
wanted
was
someone to
broken.
break in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think we did. Especially who's coming in my mother's house? It's Grand Central Station, for Christ's sake.
Yeah.
There's so many people in there.
You're going to run into at least one Kerrigan with a baseball bat. It's a terrible house to break into.
Yeah, there's too many bats. There's too many,
like, well, what
you
the-
know,
oh, fuck.
stick ball bats, wiffle ball bats, you name it, we had it. Tennis rackets, those were good to hit with.
It's a solid, flat, wire
Yeah, because
surface.
it's fun. It's a weird,
Yeah.
it leaves a weird mark.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
question. You broke into my house, my brother Jimbo would have 100% gone Kevin McAllister on you and just really fuck some
I
shit
like
up.
How is Jimbo? How
He's
are
good.
his kids?
Kids are good, man. They're 5 and 3, and his
a good age.
oldest
Yeah.
kid is going to be a first grader, and youngest kid's in
So
preschool.
fast.
I got a nephew going into first grade, and I can't stand it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's great. My daughter turns 1 at midnight.
Oh.
I can't even believe a year's gone by. And
It's-
it feels like 10 years and in one day at the same time. So
Yeah, that's what they say. Like the first 2 years is like,
That's how I feel about life. Like,
Well-
Huck's been gone for what, 5 years now? Like
When he
he's
started
doing
doing
the
that-
impression, I'm going.
Yeah.
When was the last time I saw Huck? Like,
yeah,
it just all goes by so fast. Like the Dean 15 has to be what, 8 years ago now? 10
Probably.
years ago.
easily.
probably
just
at least
flies
5 or 6
by.
years. Yeah, because they were still around when Corinne and I started dating. Because I'd be like, "Oh, it's so and so. They're the Dean 15."
Yeah, I was gonna
We've
say,
been
like-
together 9 years.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah, because when I started doing stand up, I'm 10 years, and I kind of remember the big hair guy.
Yeah,
He was such a sweet kid. I
yeah,
forget
and he
his
would
name.
always
Kingsley.
ask me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's so nice.
yeah,
He would always
total
ask, "How's
piece
your
of shit.
set go?" Oh, he was always so
Great
nice
guy,
to me.
great guy, piece of shit
Piece
though.
of shit. Why?
He was part of the
Well, how
Dean
could he
15.
be both? Oh.
It's super nice. If he would have just shown up and not been associated with the crew he was associated with, would have loved the guy. But based on being a member of the Dean 15 and like number 12 on the Dean 15,
That's true. He was
very
at the
low
bottom.
rank.
Yeah.
Lowly rank.
And,
Who would
you
you
know,
put number one?
Jill Allen, biggest
Okay.
piece of shit in the world.
We already got in trouble for that whole name, so
Yeah,
I
well,
guess we're doing it
What-
again.
yeah. What are you gonna do? So a fantastic Comedy Store podcast fan sent me a piece of mail, and I got to the Comedy Store, and they were like, "There's a package for you in the office, and we're not opening it." I was like,
It's for you.
And so I go and I open it
You
up.
never know what's
Tick,
in
tick, tick.
And yeah, that's what I'm expecting. Like, there better be some
Ebola.
weapons grade. What was that powder that someone was sending in 9/11?
Oh, yeah.
Anthrax. Weapons grade anthrax. It was a DVD copy of Chris D'Elia's first movie, Bad Girls from Valley High.
Oh, that's great.
And in a note that just said something like, "Fuck Jill Allen, love the Comedy Store podcast." I was like, yes.
Fan.
We do with the great people.
I was like, this guy is awesome. So I was very excited to get that.
Did you watch Chris's movie?
I mean, I watched it years ago when Chris
Oh,
first showed up.
That's right.
Just Corinne was like, "Yeah, that Chris guy's in a movie called Bad Girls from Valley High." I'm like, "Can you download that? Because I need to see that immediately." And it was awesome. It's fucking terrible if you get the chance. And you probably won't, because I think I have the only DVD copy on Earth. But Aaron Paul, Chris D'Elia, the lady who played Rita on Dexter. And
That's amazing.
it's kind of like
It's a lot of talent for a movie called, what was it called?
Bad Girls from Valley High.
That's so
it was
great.
made in the 90s. D'Elia was like 18 or 19. He said it was originally made. They thought it would like be a competition
cult
for
classic kind of thing?
Dude, Where's My Car? Is that era.
Gotcha.
And then it just got shelved for 10, 12 years. And, then,
And they released it after that?
yeah, they just released it in like 2008 or something on DVD. And it had a different name originally. And that was the name. They're like, what if we changed the name to Bad Girls from Valley High and we released this thing? And someone was like, green light.
So great.
Immediately.
And D'Elia plays the jock. He's like the alpha male jock. He
was, like,
short
heavier,
hair.
right?
He was jacked.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
We meant like muscly.
Yeah, very muscly. And his hair is like short and spiky. And
Is he muscly now, or is he just thin?
he's kind of muscly.
I feel like I don't look at
I
Chris
think he's in
like
good
that. Is
shape.
that weird?
Yeah, I think he's gotten more muscly in the last couple years, but he was like jacked.
I know he's like
dude
a
might have
purple
been
belt
on
in jiu-jitsu.
might have been on
I'll
HGH
fight
or
him right
something.
now. I don't believe
But,
in that.
His first scene, Aaron Paul of course Breaking Bad fame, plays the dork, and he pulls up in his like Pinto or whatever his shitty hatchback car is, parks at the school parking lot, and then D'Elia rolls in his monster truck and just smashes into the back of the car. Just gets out and he's like, "Dude, move your car!" And you're like, "Oh, this is spectacular already."
So it is close to
I'm gonna
Dude,
be
Where's
into
My
that like
Car?
Roadhouse.
Yeah, dude, move your cars.
Roadhouse.
Yeah,
Dude, move your car instead of
I
Dude,
fuck bigger dudes than you in prison. That kind of vibe.
That's amazing.
Right boot.
I don't.
I have $20. It's still my favorite line ever.
How long were you? Did they make you? I should say, be the manager here. I feel like that was a short.
Close to a year. 9
Was
months,
it?
10 months.
It was.
And I wanted to get out because I was always afraid of getting fired for no
course.
reason. And door guys were making more money.
How is
Door
that
guys-
possible?
Yeah,
we
how's
got
that?
$25 a night.
Yeah, no,
Tips.
they would sell booths
Steal
in the
them.
main room.
Illegally make more money.
Oh, yeah,
Gotcha.
they
Yeah, and
were
then the
selling.
second I gave
know-
up being the manager, they started to pay the manager hourly and gave them benefits. And I was like, really, God? Because I was making
Still believe, huh?
He ain't real,
Still
Steve. I'm
believe it?
telling you.
$75 a shift.
Let's-
And I'd get here at 1 and stay to 3 in the morning.
Of course.
Yeah, that's what I was
Let's
doing.
So it's
try
like
to
12,
convince Steve
13
that it's
hours.
not real.
Steve, I
while
got
he's
I got
down here.
5 minutes.
It's an
That's all it's going to
intervention.
take. You know who's real? Zeldorf, the largest cricket of the batch. He's the one who created your precious little god.
Whoa. I like that. No, I didn't know they were making money. I forgot they were selling booths. Now they make ridiculous.
The comedians
Yeah.
make the least amount of money in the building.
Sometimes
We'll get $20 a set. Everybody makes more money.
Yeah, I'll be on in the OR, and for the first couple seconds on stage, I'm like, they need new drinks. I could be making money.
Yeah,
Making
the waitresses
bank.
have to be killing it now.
Yeah.
Killing it.
Like
Sold out every
I'm
night.
looking at people, and I'm not like thinking of what I can say about it. I'm like, oh, your drink's empty.
Yep.
It's frightening. Why am I looking at that? There's
Like
something
even a
wrong with
main
me.
room
'Cause
spot,
you're
which
the
is
best
great.
around.
Main room spots are great, but we're still making the least amount of money in the main room.
True. The door guys are making
killing
more. Yeah, and
And the waitresses.
and they split. I mean, the waitress always
Like
made
you
money.
could do comedy for 20 years right? 20 years of working hard, writing, sacrificing everything you have.
Yeah.
And a girl could show up that afternoon, fill out an application, and make more money than you that night.
We got some real fucking
It's the truth.
We gotta
crazy
do some
looking
real
waitresses
thinking.
right now.
Oh, well, I thought you were going to say we have some real thinking to do about our careers.
No,
But
I
you
already
don't
thought
do
about
comedy
it.
for the money. You do comedy because it's a calling.
I've already been
That's it.
instructed.
True.
I've got a short period of time, and then I got to fucking get a new gig. So
How much time you think you got?
I'm guessing I've got, according to the timetable I was given by my wife, I have until Julia or our youngest child is in kindergarten, and then at that point, then it doesn't matter if I'm slicing deli meat at Ralph's. I have to choose a different career,
What?
and so it looks like Ralph's in Agora Hills is going to be. They have a new headliner. And no one slices deli meat like
I'll fill out an application if you fill out an
I'll be
application.
with you. I might be with you guys.
I
We'll
smell
just all be,
sitcom.
there you go.
Ralph's is,
There
I get
you go.
excited every Wednesday when they change over their flyer. I'm like, let's see what's on sale this week. That's how boring my life is.
There was a kid who
There's a flyer?
I grew
Hold
up
on.
I have
with.
the app on my phone. I download
Are you
coupons.
serious?
I love to eat.
There was
so I
a-
don't learn how to cook because there's no
This is
fat
the
girls in
new
LA.
school lunch menu for you.
It is. That's a great. Yeah, somebody just gave me 10 minutes.
What do you mean? Like, so you have an app on your?
Yeah.
You have an app on your phone?
I don't have apps for anything.
'Cause
I
Ralph
haven't
stopped
downloaded a
mailing
new
out-
app ever.
They stopped mailing out their flyer, so you have to figure out what's on sale.
Oh, you mean like their little coupon?
Yeah, the flyer now gets sent to me.
I got it. My mom used to cut all the coupons for
Yeah,
the
and now they're
Acme.
all digital.
Right, and then she put them in a pile, and then we go to the store, and they would
Choose.
be right in that pile
Yeah.
where
the
she
best.
left them. And never with my mom loves to just spend money, extra money, more money.
The reason why I decided on the deli slicing profession,
Yeah.
Which
out
I'm
of all the
happy
gigs
about,
at Ralph's,
by the way. I like a thin, extra thin, please.
I shaved. Do you want
Shaved.
shaved?
I almost shaved.
Okay.
Ham has to be shaved for me. I know I'm weird.
Yeah.
Shaved ham.
No, that's the way
roast
to go.
beef thin.
I grew up, kid down the street from me, kid named Whitney Coulter.
Great name.
Nice enough
thought you were gonna
kid.
say comics.
Was a little crazy. I think sometimes. I just remember he hit me in the head with a wrench when I was like a fourth grader.
I
He was
won't
a
even
fifth
show
grader.
you the Three Stooges ward.
Yeah.
Remember when Bart went to go see Lance Murdoch, whoever it was, the Daredevil guy?
I love Steve's
so
brain.
Whitney Coulter, his dad worked at the.
Oh, his. Okay.
Yeah. This is a guy.
I'm sorry.
Like Whitney Brown.
Yeah. Whitney's dad worked at the hen house market in the deli section.
Okay.
And he was also the neighborhood alcoholic, which was very exciting. And I recall one night hearing a lot of honking, kind of like probably between 12 and 2 in the morning. And my bedroom faced out front, so I just kept hearing it. He lived only a couple houses down. And after a while, you just heard yelling, and then everyone kind of was awake, and I was going to see what's going on in the neighborhood. Quiet suburbs. Why is there constant honking and someone yelling? And all the neighbors were out. Everyone's just watching, and he's just screaming. Obviously, his wife had told him he's not allowed to come home that evening because he was so drunk, whatever it was. And he's yelling, "I pay for this house, woman. I sliced meat at the hen house market to pay for this house, and you want to tell me I'm not allowed to come in? Well, I'm coming in." And then he got in his car and just drove through the garage door. And I was just like, bravo, sir.
Everybody needs a hero.
Checkmate. So I'm hoping that's
your
the level
direction
I
you're
want to
going
get to.
in.
Yeah.
Oh,
Dude, you're
okay.
killing it with
I didn't
commercials, though. How
realize.
many commercials have you booked this year?
They don't pay shit anymore.
It isn't that weird.
I did a Popeye spot. It ran for a month. At this point, I've seen like $1,200 or something.
Get out of here.
That's
That
it.
Popeye stuff we went in for?
Yeah.
He got it, and Alex Thomas got it.
Yeah. Alex Thomas got the spot you tried out for
Me too.
because they
Yep.
decided to go with the black family.
Yeah, at least I made it to the white guy.
Yeah.
Me too.
That made me feel good. Thank you, Neil, for bringing me in.
Yeah, Neil. I mean, I got a call back. I think that was my first one.
Yeah, Neil said if they were going to go honky, it would have been
It would have been
Simeone.
you. Yeah.
it's
That's what he
great.
told me on set. Yeah.
Honky Simone.
We had Steve Simeone lined up, and then they went with Black Family. And I was like, who I think would have been a great black father? Steve Simeone.
Dude, I love Alex Thomas, and I'm happy.
Oh,
Yeah,
me too.
good dude.
It's so exciting just to see, like, oh, one of us got
Got it.
cool.
Yeah, and you know what was great? I was at like the Sherman Oaks Galleria like maybe a month ago, and there's this cute little baby kid, and she just smiles at me, and I'm like, hey, like, you know, I like when dogs and little kids think I'm nice, and they just come up to me. And it was Alex Thomas's daughter. I'm like, she was
my
wearing like
God,
a princess,
she's
so
gorgeous.
cute, right? And she's like looking at me and just comes over and like starts talking to me. And Alex is like, oh my God, it was the best.
He's like, I
made me
thought
feel
she
so
was
good.
talking to a weirdo, but then I saw it was you, and I go, that makes
Don't talk
sense.
to the white man. Oh, hey, it's Steve. It's Steve. It's okay. It's okay. He's cool.
So great.
Yeah, he's a sweetheart. I forgot. Oh, wow.
So funny,
How old
too.
is she now?
She was
2?
little. Yeah, she's like 2.
Yeah, because the
little
last time
baby
I saw her,
kid.
she was in the car, like in the. I
all,
was like, oh,
all strapped in.
all little bundled in with her little cute curl. I wanted to bite her face then. I like to play with kids. I just like to drop them back off. Like, I'm excited. I'm going home next week. We're not doing the Pete Rose roast because it got
Yeah,
canceled.
what happened with? Oh, there was the
He
scandal.
fucks kids, 15-year-olds.
Okay, that's harsh.
That's
but
what
fair.
happened.
Yeah, that's.
What
It wasn't
no,
that he fucked him; it was that he fucked
What are
him
they going
across
to do
state
with all
lines.
the bobbleheads?
But this is, I don't know, but this is the thing. He's such a jackass. First of all, when I was writing these jokes and like researching him, I'm
Yeah.
watching him, I'm like, I fucking hate this guy. Like, whatever I was learning, I was like, I cannot stand this fucking guy. And then he was on a radio show. The 16-year-old thing, that was already out.
that was like in the 70s, right?
Yeah, but it would happen when he was having the lawsuit with Dowd, when he was trying to,
They discovered it when the gambling shit happened.
Gotcha.
all that
All,
shit.
when he was under investigation,
Right.
it came out. Yeah,
So, but nothing came of it. They had no, because of it being 16 was the legal
That was the- yeah.
consensual limit in
In
the
Ohio.
70s in Ohio,
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
But now he was on a radio show not too long ago, and he's arguing with this guy, and the guy's like, well, you're a statutory rapist. You're this, blah, blah, blah. And he goes, no, I got cleared of that. He goes, she was 16. And he's like, no, it wasn't. Well, the guy he was arguing with was like an investigator. So he decided to look into it a little more, and apparently he took her to Florida,
yeah.
and
flew
she
him in-
wasn't 16.
Flew him in for spring training.
And that became a federal
It's
offense.
18 in Florida, so
So that's what
Oh, the
opened it
world's
all
so
back up. Now,
crazy.
I don't know if he can get convicted or in trouble for this right now.
yeah.
but
I think the statute of limitations is passed, which is crazy that in this country that there's a statute of limitations for sexual
something like
crimes.
that.
But
yeah.
God.
I think the real crime here is the way Pete Rose used to wear his hat on the top of his head without pulling it down to the ear.
Absolutely agree with you.
How do you have
Because
Jim
it didn't
Carrey's
fit.
haircut from Dumb and Dumber and then just rest a hat on your head? What a goddamn fool. Hit King, my ass.
One of the jokes I had was, actually somebody gave this to me and it made me laugh. I had a few about that statutory rape thing, but this one, Jason Lawhead gave it to me.
I love that
Who I
dude.
love.
He's the
and we were
best.
just fucking around in Vegas, and he was like, "Worst bet Pete Rose ever lost to his barber."
Oh, that's funny.
Dying.
That's funny.
I was like, "That's hilarious." But yeah, I mean, I had so many jokes, like, but at the same time, I
You're
was
still
like,
going back though, right?
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah, so I'm going back. I'm doing a bunch of other stuff, but we're going to Wildwood
Nice.
with all the kids because my nephew, who's turning
Oh,
6,
those wild, wild, wildwood days.
I'll have all the kids. We'll be playing on the beach. It'll be
that's
exciting.
great. I want to buy a house at the Jersey Shore.
Me too.
That's still
so
like
bad. And
they're
this
not that
condo is
expensive.
nice. Yeah.
they're not that compared to out here. They're not that.
I just want to buy a room in PJ's house.
I think you should,
Aw,
but that's
poor
a different part
PJ.
of Jersey.
Well-
Poor the two people we got in trouble for. We keep bringing
God
up.
damn it, I can't
He's
help
your
it.
new friend today.
I'm digging myself into a deeper grave.
Dude,
I feel
how
like-
funny was Rannazzisi? He had me crying.
He's
He was crushing.
stupid right now.
Always.
He's on stage right now.
Saturday
I'm sure
Night
of it.
Steve on Saturday night.
Hey, Saturday night.
Dude, let's go upstairs and hang
Yeah,
out.
I have
Yes,
to
let's
go.
It's
do
fun,
that.
but let's go upstairs and have laughs.
Thanks for listening, Steve. You got anything you want to promote? You got social media?
When's this come out?
We're next week.
Yeah, Thursday.
I'm going to Comedy Works in Denver this week, so I don't know.
Will
if
you
it'll
put
be
in a
up
good
or not.
word for me?
Yeah,
I wanna
that's my
perform
favorite
there.
club.
Wendy's great, and I think
Wendy's
she would
the best.
love him.
Love you, dude. Everybody. I don't know why you're not out every weekend.
No one wants to book me for anything because
We're
I don't
gonna
have the social
fix
media
that.
We'll change
following
that.
nor credits.
We'll change that.
We're gonna
I'll
change
take
that.
holiday weekends. I don't care. I just need to
Yeah.
get out
You-
so I
That's
don't
what
have to
they
work
do.
at
You
Hen
take
House.
the shitty weekend. Like I'm working the Comedy Works, but not in Denver, in Bristol, PA.
Oh, that's great.
I'll take
August
it.
11th and 12th.
Do they
yeah.
have a deli slicer? I'll do it.
No, we don't need one because we can go right into South
Perfect.
Philly or Center City and go to DeNix. And
John's.
DeNix used to be on 10th and Oregon. That was my sister used to make me
Argus?
walk Oregon.
Damn it.
Wouldn't make me walk all the way there to get
food
her
there is so
a
much
roast
better.
beef. I mean,
I brought
not roast
Schubert
beef.
to John's on Schneider, and he had never been there.
So good.
I'm like, how
does
did
he
you grow
not
up in
know
Philly?
John's?
He never been to Termini's.
Shut up.
I'm
But
not
he's,
kidding.
You know why? He's Northeast.
Yeah, it's Northeast is like the Delco of the North.
I got to be honest. I didn't go to John's till I was older, but
We're
definitely.
talking differently.
sorry.
I have no idea what
This
the
is
fuck
all
is.
for my brother Tommy and Johnny,
Yeah.
who now listen. And my brother Tommy.
Wawa, Haggies, Giroux.
Tommy's been listening for a while, and he now told Johnny to listen, and now Johnny
Aw.
calls and critiques every week. So I
Good.
got that going for me. So everything's working out. So
John, from what I understand, Johnny has been hooking up with a Mario. Is
whoa,
that-
whoa, what does that mean?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
He hates Mario.
He hates all the
Nobody.
Marios.
Plus, he doesn't even know
Mario.
what a Mario is.
Well, thank you very
Steve,
much for letting me
say
be on the
Mario
show.
real
No,
quick.
Mario. I'm going to go upstairs. I'm blazing.
Yeah, it's
too
so
It
hot.
is so hot right now.
Yeah.
I'm losing weight, and I'm glad they're videotaping.
Thanks for listening,
Me sweating.
everyone. Come to the Comedy Store. Check out a show. Before you come, though, call ahead and make sure that my avails were given to
Thank
the
you.
talent coordinator.
Please call in and request it.
Check
Oh.
out my podcast, Good Times.
Yes,
Yeah, check
Steve
out
Simeone,
Good Times. Thanks to Rannazzisi, Simone. Thanks to Huck for flying in
Yes,
from Thailand and doing a
appreciate
guest
that,
spot.
buddy.
And yeah, keep listening. Thanks, guys.
Please, Philadelphia, if you're there, check me out. Warm Daddies do Comedy Works August 11th and 12th, and then Parks Casino on the 16th in Philadelphia.
Trust the process.
I'll
Trust the
be
process.
slicing meat at the deli
Ralph's.
counter at Ralph's in Agora Hills on Canaan Road. Thanks, guys. Bye.